Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I wanted to read from the Book of Mormon, and I'm reading from 1st Nephi 8. We'll start at 8, so 1:8. And this is the 13th sign, or the 13th sun, being in the Book of Mormon. And, like I say, always just, accept everything. You don't have to believe everything, but you can have many ideas. So here we go. And being thus overcome, he was taken away in a vision, and being thus overcome with the Spirit, he was carried away in a vision, even that he saw the heavens open, and he thought he saw God sitting upon his throne, surrounded with numberless concourses of angels, in the attitude of singing and praising their God. And it came to pass that he saw one descending out of the midst of heaven. And he beheld that his luster was above that of the sun at noonday. And he also saw 12 others following him. And their brightness did exceed that of all the stars in the firmament. And they came down and went forth upon the face of the earth. And the first came and stood before my father, and gave unto him a book, and bade him that he should read. And it came to pass that he read, he was filled with the Spirit of the Lord. And he read, saying, Woe, woe, woe unto Jerusalem, for I have seen thine abominations. Yea, and many things did my father read concerning Jerusalem, that it should be destroyed, and the inhabitants thereof, many should perish by the sword, and many should be carried away captive into Babylon. So that's basically the 13th sun, or the 13th sign of Ophiuchus, which is the serpent bringer, coming back, which is Yahweh, the most shining one, which is Ra, which is Jesus, which is, I could just keep going on and on and on. It would just be too much. But so I just wanted to show you that, I know even though a lot of people are saying, well, this is like some new age thing that's going on, well, you can't fight that we're going into a new age. You can't hold on to the old age. Do you remember what happened when the people in the, Moses wouldn't stop worshiping the ram? So you can't hold on like that. You need to progress and move forward. But I know a lot of people are saying, like, this is new age, and this is like new, and there's really nothing to it. And the Book of Mormon is fairly new. But I do, however, believe that the gold tablets and the brass tablets, if they were real, was Joseph Smith the chosen prophet? That's not for me to say. But it's definitely something about this book is real, and there is a lot of astrology going on in it. And don't forget that this angel that appeared to him was the angel Moroni. Just really quick. I'm just going to do this really quick. The angel Moroni, these are Jews, but it doesn't say what kind. When it gets to Joseph Smith, by the time it gets close to where we're at now, Jews, Israelites, Hebrews, pretty messy. So by this time, basically, I don't want to say one way or the other, like whether it was Jews or Israelites or just straight up Hebrews or whatever, but definitely by this time there was some manipulation within human beings here. So, obviously. So, you've got the angel Moroni, which is from the star system of the Pleiades, and there's these Pleiadian renegades. And when you get into looking into some fun, 30 Rock is my favorite show because they have so much allegory and esoteric information mixed in that it's just so funny to me because, there's so many jokes. Like Tracy Morgan makes a joke about, she says like, yeah, Tracy, no, or something like that. And he goes, and he takes off and he goes, oh, you meant, yeah, comma, Tracy, no, because of the I am movement, like there's a comma missing. So they even do like little tiny things that you'd have to be able to like pick them out. So one of the things that Tracy Morgan says in that show is 13-13-13, the star date, which is January 13th, 2014, which I thought was really funny because they were poking fun at like the star date. And then Jack says that he had some 2,000-year-old Venetian wine, and with the binging and the purging and the revelation of the star date. So it was like this whole Bohemia Grove thing that he's talking about. And then, trying to just keep my train of thought here. I forgot. It doesn't matter. Basically, this book, I would say, probably is true. It has an agenda in it, just like anything else has an agenda. So it doesn't mean that you shouldn't read it or that you should just stay away from it. You definitely read it. There definitely is something going on. There definitely January is going to be the first time that we have 13th month. And it has something to do with the Christ consciousness and the Kundalini, and I will do a video on that next. But just wanted to show you guys once again that, and gosh, there was something else I really wanted to touch on with the Book of Mormon. Oh yeah, the Pleiadian blue apples. I did another video about it, but it does have this white fruit that they all partake of, and it came to pass that I beheld, First Nephi 8:9. And it came to pass that I prayed unto the Lord, I beheld a large and spacious field, and it came to pass that I beheld a tree, whose fruit was desirable to make me happy, or make one happy. And it came to pass that I did go forth and partake of the fruit thereof, and I beheld that it was most sweet above all other before tasted ye, and I beheld that the fruit therefore was white, to exceed all the whiteness that I have ever seen. So it was really like a glowing fruit. Pleiadian blue apples. So you've got 30 Rock, duh. You've got Moroni. You've got Jenna Moroni. Is Moroni, Angel Moroni. She is Jenna Moroni, and later on they reveal that she has blonde hair and blue eyes, and she's actually an Ashkenazi Jew with an extra Y chromosome, because they took certain race of human beings, blonde hair and blue-eyed beings, and they genetically modified them to have an extra Y chromosome through this Moroni, Angel Moroni, and so they are extra easier to control, and they vibrate lower, as you can see with the Jenna Moroni character. She's really vicious and mean and evil, and she has no conscience. She's a sociopath. And so those are the Khazars, or the Ashkenazi Jews. They say, what? Jenna's an Ashkenazi Jew with an extra Y chromosome? And she goes, what? And that's basically the joke, is that, Hitler wanted blonde-haired and blue-eyed people, this specific kind of race, and it was because they were easier to manipulate and control. I like the movie Skeleton Key, because the people say the voodoo slaves that had taken over, they said they didn't really like being in the white bodies, but so hard to get black bodies these days because people are just too get the heebie-jeebies, like from that kind of stuff. So they only had to, the black people didn't fall for it. They were wising up to the magic, so they were staying away from it. Whereas the white people were so curious, and they want to help, and they want to get involved, and all this different stuff. And they were just really easy to manipulate, get them to believe it, and therefore use the magic on them. So, but yeah, 30 Rock, Moroni, extra Y chromosome, Ashkenazi Jew, Pleiadians, Mormons. So I haven't heard good stories about them. So I happen to like a lot of Mormon people, but I like a lot of people. So that's it. Thanks for hanging in there.